I'm him, I'm him. It's MG, yeah, you know what I'm about.
What's going on, everyone? My name is MG the Future. Thank you guys for joining me on my channel today. Today I'll be checking out a brand new plugin by the name of Minipol. This is a plugin designed by Karanyi Sound. This is what it looks like. It's really cool, really neon, really eye-catching with the color scheme. And what I thought about it was like, yo, this is made for cyberpunk and synthwave, isn't it? So I'm gonna let you hear it a little bit. Now this is a cool little mallet type sound, and what was cooler about it, besides it being warm and having this full texture that we need, especially if we're going to emulate analog stuff, is that this is completely randomly generated, meaning I didn't go into presets and I didn't really curate anything except for the attack envelopes. Across the bottom of this plugin, which I think is its main selling point, is that each set of parameters from the oscillators and the mix, the filter envelopes, and the, what am I talking about? Envelopes. How do you guys say it? Let me know in the comments. How do you say envelope in text? But anyway, so you got the filter envelopes, the amp envelopes, LFOs, and then the FX section, and each of these buttons randomizes a different piece of that section, and I believe it's color coded even, right? The green dot represents the different filter selections, the blue dot is the knobs, red dot's the knobs, and at the very end here, you can randomize all of it. So if you're the type of person that's like, yo, what am I going to make today? I'm starting from scratch. I want a fresh idea. The plugins that offer this randomization type of thing is a really cool starting point because you get a sound that's unique, and then you start writing with that sound, and then you just build around it. Now, when it comes to building around it, it does come loaded with tons of presets, which is my bag all day, 3 times a day. So you got basic sounds, saw, sine wave, squares. Basically, you're going to hear the type of samples that are used to make up its oscillator section. Then you got bass sounds. So like if you're doing that Detroit type stuff or you're doing the Bay Area type stuff, this is pretty cool because it has all of those sounds. This plugin is actually very reminiscent of Repro 1 and Repro 5 in terms of its texture. So that's really cool. Keys, of course, house keys. And I noticed that in a lot of his demos is catered towards electronic musicians, of course, no duh. But when I saw the Juno stuff, I was like, come on, key flow, let's get it. And the response to the velocity and everything is really cool too. So it's not like just triggering one shots. It's actually... So let's say you do like something like that, right? And you pick it. Now you can go to the randomization features. Now we can go to the effects section and just randomize effects on that particular sound setup. So the effects section is pretty cool. And as you watch this thing change, as you go through the randomize options, you'll be able to get a feel for what each thing actually does. So what if I want to randomize some of these envelopes? You truly know how impressive that is if you realize I was playing this on a Kai Mini. But anyway, this is pretty dope and pretty straightforward. It's a VST plugin that's emulating the classic analog sounds of the synthwave, dreamwave, vaporwave era. It's straightforward. In terms of reviews, it sounds great. It's very easy to use. And as you can see, there's tons of presets in the categories that matter. I want to play you a demonstration track that I made with it, and you be the judge. Let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to play you a beat I put together using nothing but Minipol instrument instances. And as you can see, I have 6 different instances of it, and my CPU and Fruity Loops is about 30 or less. Actually, when I was just composing without anything else being routed to the mixer or any drums, it floated around 11 to 20. So it's pretty decent on the CPU, especially when you realize you really don't need more than 6 instances. So this one is the chords. Like I said, it's giving you that Bruno Mars 70s almost funk disco era saw brass from the Juno. Got the bass, of course. And that texture and tone of bass will make way more sense in a minute when you hear what type of track this is. This is technically a pad. And this envelope section allows you to create different wobbles and modulations, which is really useful. We got a string sound. Not really a string though, but I played it at a high enough octave where it sounds like one of those horror movie scores. Whatever, you know what I mean? We got call this one Bellish. It's actually called Flutescape, but I played it like an arpeggio. I don't think there's a better human arpeggiator than me. Yeah. So that part, and then lastly, they have a section called effects or soundscapes. Basically, you hold the key and it plays this timbre. One producer that I know uses these a lot in his beats is T- from Toronto. Just a sound to change the harmonics when the hook comes in, and that's pretty much it. Bruh. That boy nice. I would have some bars for this, but I'm gonna relax. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the third dep tune if you wanted to. I need Tony Braxton, Pusha T, Malice, Khalees, and a Jay-Z 8-bar outro. But anyway, it's MG the Future. You know what I'm about. Till next time.